Is gold ready to pull back with the double top? Would y'all sell this when it's looking like this? Yes or no?
Not yet. Waiting on a pullback. Oh, I see what you're saying. You wouldn't sell it yet. You're waiting for it to pull back up and confirm the sale. See, I like that. That is the right way to think. If you listen, anybody that's new watching this, if you sell it right now, it's a real gamble. All right. And if you just funded that account with $1,000, with 20,000, whatever you funded your account with, you gonna get your feelings hurt. You don't got time to take gambles like that. You gotta take high percentage trades, and that's what I'm here for, to help you out understanding. You should not take this sale right here. Gold has been going up. It can do like this, y'all. It can come down here, act like you about to get paid, and go up. It can do another run. It can literally do another run. You got to ask yourself, what level do price need to break for me to trust the sale? That's what you got to ask yourself. So here's one thing. Look at this. You see that big wick right there? That's a clue. You see this big old wick right here? That's a clue, because now that's the first place you want to see if I drag this across, if price break this area where these wicks were. And again, I'm talking about these wicks over here. When price break this is when you can potentially start looking for sales. Now that's a long time, ain't it? And this is the 1 hour time frame. So that's the area I'm looking at. So you literally have to be so patient as when you're starting out as a trader. It's ungodly patience that you have to have. Now y'all mark this up and y'all watch this maybe a week from now, maybe two days from now. I don't know how long it's gonna take. If price breaks this area, trust me, you're gonna be able to get a sale from there. Now I don't know how far it's gonna drop, because it overall is bullish. So here's the thing.
What I've been able to be blessed and what I've learned how to do, team, is think 1 and 2 steps ahead of the market. You see how I'm planning out this sale, but I also can know where the buys are going to come from. Now, anything can happen at any moment. Any switch up, any curveball can happen. But I know where my edge is. I know that if I was to buy this is what I would need to see happen. And I would have those areas already ready. Now, when price get there, I am flexible. So I'm not just coming in with an absolute bias, like buys have to be here. I'm like, really what my mindset is at this area right here, buys could potentially come from here, but I know this is a money area. That's really how you got to think. You have like, look, this is a money area. It could be a buy, it could be a sell, but I know money is going to come from this area.
So how I would think is I'm going to need right here, this is a money area. It could be a sell, it could be a buy, but that I know for sure that when price come down here, that's going to be money. Now, what you got to do is put a Fibonacci up here. So I put a fib from this low point to this high point. And this is the best way to trade gold, is with the fib. All right. Now, why didn't I put the fib all the way down here? You could do that. That's a different level. You're going to get a different level. You could do that. But the reason why I didn't put a fib down here, y'all got to know to ask the right questions. The reason why I didn't put a fib down there is because this fib already hit. So this went right here to right here. So let me put a fib right here. I go to this low point and I go to this high point. You see, this fib already hit right here. It already bounced. So what I did was, well, then I'm going to take that and move the fib where it bounced and pull it up to this point, to the high point. Now, guess what? Now I got confluence sitting. It's a big old brick wall sitting right here. I got double confirmation sitting right there. What a coincidence. Not really. It's not really a coincidence. It's just that you got to be able to put these pieces together. And it's in the market. You just have to be trained and taught how to see this. Now we on all AUDJPY. Guess what? I'm not going to go to the 5-minute chart. I'm going to go to the daily chart. All my new people, you got to go to the daily chart. Oh, since we here on this daily chart, look what I see. I see a gap. Do y'all know what that means? That gap right there, that is a demand zone. Whenever you see a gap in the market, if it's at the bottom, it's a demand zone. If it came at the top, it's a supply zone. This is more at the bottom. So what you do is you mark that up and you wait for price to come back to it. That's a easy trade. And every, like, this is the daily chart. So let's see, do we see another gap? Here's another gap right here. Mark it up, because that's a money area. It could go either way, but it does not matter which way it goes. It does not matter. All you got to do, like I said, we don't have a bias. We just mark it up. Look at that. Mark up that gap. Look what happened, y'all. I'm telling you, I know this is hindsight, but the rules are the truth. This thing broke. retested, and dropped, all from this beautiful gap right here. Yes, sir. Let's test it one more time. Let's back test it one more time. One more time. Let's see if we see another gap. All right, here's a gap. Can y'all see this gap right here? Look by that 4. See this big old gap right here? So go ahead and mark up this demand zone. Bam. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, can I see some hearts for that now? Come on now. That's game right there, baby. If you a beginner, this is gold for you. Like, if you're having problems in the market, you feel me? And you like, man, nothing is working right now. Like, look, just wait for the gaps then. Like, if you're down on your confidence because you had a couple bad months, guess what? Oh, not a couple bad months. That's terrible. But like a couple bad trading days, just take it easy. Just do what you're doing, but just look for the gaps. And then mark it up. And I'm telling you. Now listen, finding the gaps is one thing. Now you got to figure out, is it gonna hold at the gap, or is it gonna break through the gap? This is why I think it's worth coming to my lives. Now I'm not trying to sell myself, but I am trying to sell myself, but I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. It's worth coming to my lives because I'm gonna give you the bigger picture. I'm not gonna just give you a little bit of and then leave you like, and for all my beginners, they ain't gonna know no different because they don't know. Like, any information is good information to them. But I'm gonna give you that stuff that you gotta spend time and years in to learn. I'm gonna give you those things. All right. So I think it's worth sticking with your boy. All right. Look at this. So how do you know if it's going to bounce off or not? Okay. For the first thing is you gotta look back. What is the overall trend? Okay. That's the first thing. Is it going up? All right, now that don't mean everything, okay? But that's going to give you kind of like, what are the odds of this, you know what I'm saying, keeping going? It's in a trend, all right? Now, there's more things to learn because you can come to the end of a trend. And I'll teach you that stuff if that's what you want to know. And then also, look at where you're at on the 50 moving average, all right? So let me replay this. So if we go back and replay this, price comes down, right? You don't know if that's going to keep going down or up, right? So what I want you to do is go down to like a 30-minute chart. Go down to like the 1, go down to the 30. See, the 1 looks like it's breaking the 50. Don't get bothered by that. Let me slow down here. The 1 hour chart looks like it's breaking the 50 and it looks like it want to sell, correct? But don't forget that you just found a gap, all right? This is a demand zone. Price just shot from a demand zone. You got to understand, price wants to come back and fill this gap. So give it time to fill it. There's no rush, team. This is why you need accountability, some type of group that's going to hold you accountable. Because I'll be like, in my Discord, I'll be like, hey, we need more patience. We need to let this fill out a little bit more. Wait for this. This is what you need. This is what you're going to need, especially as a beginner. All right. So look at this. Is this trend line too early to pull up? I would say no. I would say this trend line is a good spot to put up. Like, it's at a good spot. Let me tell you why it's at a good spot. I think it just made a lower low. Like, look at these candles right here. That structure right here. If this candle makes a lower low from this structure, then this trend line right here, this spot right here, this point for the trend line is valid. But this candle has to make a lower low from this structure that I'm circling. That's the whole key to it. So it looked like it did. All right. Now it definitely did right there. So now you got 2 points. You got this point and you got this point. So now you can put the trend line through there. So now, at worst case scenario, once this start coming up out of here, you could take the trend line break because now you done seen everything you needed to see down here in this box for you to trust the trend line break and get your bread. Look at the patience that you have to have. And that's what I want to breed into these new traders that's coming. The last breed of traders, the last little generation of traders, like, I don't want to say generation, but the last little breed of traders that came through, the last little group, they was pushed. We can make this quick money. We can compound and raise the lot size every time we win. That's what the last group of traders was being pushed and taught. But this new crop that's coming, I'm pushing. Be patient. Wait for your money areas that I'm teaching you, and we're gonna be patient and we're gonna lock in. And then what we're gonna do is just execute when it break the areas. Like, we're gonna be very patient, like snipers. We're gonna know our areas. We're gonna have a framework that we're trading within. We're not just in the random abyss of the markets, of just random spots in the market. Like, we know our areas, and we're going to be very patient, and we're going to know how to execute on them. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is, it doesn't matter how long it takes.
50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.